Thursday was our day to learn about the Ohio State quarterbacks as we interviewed them here at the Woody Hayes Athletic Center. What did we learn? You get to go twice, so we're going to start with him, Bill Landis. What did you learn about Dwayne Haskins?
Dwayne Haskins, like as confident as ever, I think, as what you would expect from him. Just sort of like walking around like the job is his to lose, certainly, and that's not surprising. I think we all think it's his to lose, but he said he's felt like this job has been his since his performance in the Michigan game last year when he came in for an injured JT Barrett and helped Ohio State get a win. Like I don't think he's expecting it to be handed to him, and he made that point a couple times. But if we all think it's his to lose, he thinks it's his to lose.
Timbielik, what did we learn about Tate Martel?
Well, Tate Martel no longer has inexperience to worry about. In fact, he told us specifically that he actually knows what he's doing right now. Just not uncommon for a young kid coming into a program, adjusting from high school to college level, to not really understand what he's doing. And it makes sense, obviously, to redshirt when you don't really know what's going on, but he seems more confident. He knows he's up against two older guys for the job, but he understands the system, I think, what's most important. Having that extra year to work with Kevin Wilson and Ryan Day seems like he's got a little more confidence.
I talked mostly with Ryan Day, the quarterback's coach, and he was a little circumspect. He wasn't going to give too much away. He did talk about that the reason he turned down the NFL, one of the reasons is because he wants to win a national championship, and they haven't done that here. So he's back for year two. He also talked about, he said he doesn't think anybody has a lead, that a lot of people would say, well, Dwayne Haskins thinks he has a lead. Ryan Day is not saying that. Now, Ryan Day wouldn't say anything about anything in terms of the quarterback battle. He just kept saying it was too early. But the one thing that I'm curious about is like changing the offense to fit the quarterbacks because all three are different. And he kept talking about how all three are different and do different things well, but he didn't want to exactly say they're going to change the offense to fit them. But I think he said they're going to change the offense to fit them without saying that. So I think they don't know exactly what this offense is going to look like until they decide on the guy. And Ryan Day was interested in keeping it up for grabs, which means Joe Burrow is still right in there. What did he have to say?
Yeah, like angry about the transfer talk that surrounds him. That is fair, I suppose, because listen, he's in spring. He has the option to transfer at the end of spring if he doesn't win the job, but he's not like coming in here thinking like, oh, I'm just going to go through the motions and I'm going to leave. Like, he wants to win, obviously. And it was interesting you bring up the changing offense. He thinks that the offense would change the least with him, and he sees that as a plus. Like, you don't have to, like with Dwayne Haskins, you have to make some somewhat wholesale changes, I think, to play to his skill set. I don't think you have to do that with the offense if Joe Burrow's the guy. So he thinks that works in his favor, but mostly he just wants people to know that like he's not in this spring as like a passerby or a spectator. Like, he's here to win the job and hopes he gets an answer by the end of spring so he can make a decision, but for now he's competing.
Lots of interesting quarterback talk here at Ohio State. We'll continue to write stories about all three quarterbacks and Ryan Day. Make sure you read them at cleveland.com. For Bill Landis and Tim Bielik, I'm Doug Lesmerises. See you later.